Hey, it's Beerzerker here, doing a wine. So we got the Wild Horse Canyon Merlot, and I know that you're gonna find this in the Canadian liquor stores, so we're gonna do it, right? It has 13% alcohol by volume, and there is no date that I can find on this bottle of wine. That's maybe the first time that has ever happened to me. So it's cellared by Wild Horse Canyon Winery, Artisan Wine Company, Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a blend of imported and domestic wines. Contains sulfides. It is a medium-bodied and fruity. Sun-ripened strawberry and blackberry flavors accompanied by classic earthy tones and soft round tannins with roast, bruschetta, or strawberry avocado salad. Two things I'll probably never eat. Bruschetta sounds good. I don't know what that is though. Strawberry salad, probably not gonna happen. I've had a mandarin orange salad. That's pretty good. Not saying it won't be good, saying I probably won't eat it. Not that that matters. So, anyway, so we're getting kind of a red, slight purple to this, which is kind of, I don't know. This is a Merlot, but I think it might be little on the sides, almost dipping outside the box on this one. It's getting some runs down the side of the glass, big time. Kind of see that a little bit. That's hard to see on the webcam. Um, there's pretty much no sweetness to this wine. Maybe a little bit, but I think it's just maybe a bit of fruity flavor. And as for the mild tannin thing it says on there, I don't know. To me, Merlot always tastes like hardcore tannin. Like it tastes like I'm biting into a mouthful of grape seeds. And that's just not this Merlot, but like every Merlot I've ever had. It's kind of a medium body. Dries right out in the finish. Like that's where you get a lot of your tannin flavors. It's going to taste like grape stems, grape seeds. Actually, I thought it had a lot of acid, but kind of in the finish more, you're starting to get a little more of the acid. But I don't know if that's hard for me to associate between the tannins, like with that much dryness in the finish. I'm not getting a whole lot of fruitiness, a little bit off the start, and like in the finish. In front of the tongue, you get a little bit of sweetness. Definitely a classic red wine flavor, but like I said, it's a little bit outside what I would expect from Merlot. But I don't drink a lot of it, to be quite honest. I mean, uh, growing up, we had this at Thanksgiving, Christmas. You know, the old folks would be drinking their red wine, and it was typically a Merlot. And like I said, or like I have perceived, the liquor industry has really changed since I was a kid. So keep that in mind. I know I do, and I'm thankful for it. Let me tell you what. First it was wine, and then wine got so much better, and then beer just took off, man. Like when I was in high school, man, beer was nowhere. Beer was garbage. That's why I got into drinking wine. And then you got the Australian wines, these heavier Shirazes and stuff, which in 2002, 3, 4 were like crazy. You know, they're really good. And if you know of a good Shiraz, leave it in the comments, please. Please direct me, because these guys at the liquor store, they'll tell you anything. They're like a car salesman. It's bad. They have given me uh, such awful wine suggestions, man. I'm like, do you guys even drink wine? Like, what the hell? Looking for a good Shiraz. Maybe it's been a few bad years, man. Down Australia, whatever. Um, Maybe direct me to a new country that has some good Shiraz. Maybe Australia seems to be quite acidic and a little too sour for me. It seemed to be have a better everything. Uh, you know, 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago. So it is a Merlot. It just seems a little bit more fruity, maybe a little more like berry like, um, and the dryness is definitely there. Um, it's not exactly what I associate with my memories of Merlot, and like my buddies did bring by some Merlot back in the day. We did try some, um, and I have had this one before, and I thought it was awesome the first time I had it, but that was a different year, right? So, and I suppose I don't really know because there is no year on this bottle, right? Look, should be on the front, but not only that, it's not even on the back. So that just that's mind bending wine etiquette right there. I mean, but if they're blending the wine, maybe it's different years of juices or must or whatever the hell they're doing. Um, Not too familiar with the process. I thought this was maybe an Okanagan wine, but it's a cellar that blends it. Not saying that's bad, just saying that Canadian wine I always assume would be Okanagan or Niagara. Uh, Not a whole lot going on. It's fairly smoky. Smoky. This wine is smoky. That's my new term. Because it's silky and smooth. It's smoky wine, and it's really not that intrusive at 13%. Except by this point, you're probably aware that I'm buzzing. Right. So I'm just trying to take this wine apart, man. I'm just putting it on the line for you guys. All right. And I don't like spit the wine out. I mean, that's ridiculous. No, I'm just not ridiculous. I'm not judgmental. I'm drinking wine out of a tumbler. A lot of people have a problem with that, and but apparently a lot of people around the world, in certain like Italy and places like that, they drink out of tumblers. So I'm the only one doing it. I know my hands warming up the wine. I know these things. I listen to Tasty Room Radio with TDM, but like this is how you get on a wine kick, and the drunker you get, the way better this wine gets. So at 13%, this is definitely a dish crawling wino stuff. Uh, but it's good, you know. A little bit sour in the back. I'm getting the prolonged sourness in technically the finish. Maybe I guess it's just there's a sourness to it. If you smell it long enough, you are getting the grape aroma, which is supposed to be uh, associated with Merlot quite heavily. Is supposed to be quite grape-like, and it is. Yeah, it's a nice sweet grape smell. You're gonna get like big time. Um, but it's like a table grape. It's not really like a Concord grape or anything like that. Like not like a just grape juice. It's like a red grape that you would eat. And it's really not. Once you've had a bit of it, it's just the only thing I really pick out that's really extreme is the sour edge at the back of your tongue at the end of it. It's really you get a lot of tannins at first, but after you drink a bit of it, the tannins don't bother you so much. So it does mellow out. It has been breathing more. Um, it's a little fruity around the edges, a little bit of grapey around the edges, you might say. Um, that's for the oak and stuff. I don't know if I'm picking up any oak. Might be a little bit confused with some of the tannin in the middle dryness and tannin burn. I'm not really getting any oak out of it. Probably isn't cellared in oak, but of course a screw top, so no corkness to it. It's not really muddy. It's quite smooth. Well, the flavor does move on. It especially there's a might be a little bit unbalanced in the finish. It's quite tanny and tart and acidic, and that kind of drags on. And the alcohol really brings it out once your mouth dries out, and the alcohol really uh, brings out that dryness a lot more. So it's definitely not sweet at all. Of course, um, and that's about a whole. It's 13% alcohol. I can't believe I'm buzzing this bad. Seriously. Oh no, I'd say it's an okay wine for the price and everything. It's definitely worth a shot picking up. You're not gonna be disappointed. It's not blowing me away or anything, so it's okay. It's another okay wine. Beerzerker doing a wine zerking episode. In and out.